In 1959, 9 experienced hikers entered a frozen mountain in the Soviet Union. They were young, skilled, prepared for the brutal cold ahead. It was supposed to be another difficult expedition, but none of them would return alive. Days later, rescuers found their camp abandoned in the middle of the snow. Their tent had been ripped open from the inside. Their shoes were still there, their jackets untouched, and footprints led away from the tent, barefoot, into the freezing darkness, as if something inside that mountain had terrified them so badly, they chose death in the snow over staying where they were. And when the bodies were finally discovered, some were missing eyes. One was missing her tongue. Others had crushed bones without visible wounds. And to this day, no one truly knows what happened that night.
This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident, one of the most disturbing, unsolved mysteries in modern history. In 1959, the group entered the frozen Ural Mountains, led by Igor Dyatlov. The journey was dangerous, but they were experienced hikers. Somewhere in the mountains, they set up camp for the night. The temperature dropped far below freezing. The wind screamed through the darkness. And sometime after midnight, something happened. Something powerful enough to make all 9 flee their tent in panic. When rescuers arrived days later, the tent was still standing, but it had been sliced open from the inside. Their belongings remained untouched: boots, coats, supplies, everything needed to survive the cold. Outside, footprints led away from the tent into the snow. Barefoot footprints, as if they escaped in pure terror, without thinking, without stopping. The first bodies were found beneath a tree, frozen to death. Others were discovered scattered across the mountain. But the final bodies were the most disturbing. Broken ribs, crushed skulls, massive internal injuries, with almost no external wounds. One woman was found without her tongue. Some clothes even carried traces of radiation. And the official explanation? An unknown compelling force. Nothing more. No evidence fully explained the deaths, no clear attacker, no answer solved every detail. And over the years, theories spread through the darkness. Avalanches, secret military tests, paranoia, creatures in the mountains, things never meant to be seen. But maybe the scariest part is this: whatever happened that night made experienced hikers choose the frozen wilderness over the safety of their tent.
And people do not run barefoot into deadly snow, unless what's behind them feels worse than death. This has been The Dark Ledger, Entry 008. Some mysteries are not solved. They wait.